I want to get back to foreign policy, but I also want to ask you about what happened on Tuesday.
We got beat.
Yeah. Harry Truman once famously said, if you want a friend in Washington, get a dog. And I thought of that when I heard the chief of staff of the Democratic leader of the Senate, Harry Reid, say, and this is his quote, the president's approval rating is basically 40%. What else more is there to say? He's basically saying it was your fault. Do you feel it was your fault?
Well, look, another saying Harry Truman's was, the buck stops with me. The buck stops right here at my desk. And so whenever, as the head of the party, it doesn't do well, I've got to take responsibility for it. The message that I took from this election, and we've seen this in a number of elections, successive elections, is people want to see this city work, and they feel as if it's not working. The economy has improved significantly. There's no doubt about it. We had a jobs report for October that showed that once again, over 200,000 jobs created. We've now created more than 10 million. The unemployment rates come down faster than we could have anticipated. Just to give you some perspective, Bob, we've created more jobs in the United States than every other advanced economy combined since I came into office. And so we're making progress, but people still feel like their wages haven't gone up, their incomes haven't gone up. It's still hard to save for retirement, still hard to send a kid to college. And then they see Washington gridlocked and they're frustrated. And you know, they know one person in Washington, and that's the President of the United States. So I've got to make this city work better for them.
All the presidents in modern history who have been successful, I mean, in various ways, LBJ, FDR, Ronald Reagan, Teddy Roosevelt, Bill Clinton, they all seem to have a zest for politics. They like the give and take. They like the twisting of arms. They like the cajoling. They liked all the things that presidents do. But I don't sense that you have the same feeling that they did. It makes me wonder, do you like politicians? Do you like politics?
You know,
do you like this job?
Well, let me tell you, Bob, I love this job. And here's, I think, a fair statement. If your name is Barack Hussein Obama, you had to have liked politics in order to get into this office. You know, I wasn't born into politics and wasn't encouraged to go into politics. I got into politics because I believed I could make a difference, and I would not have been successful and would not be sitting at this desk every day if I didn't love politics. You know, the fact is that we wouldn't have gotten health care passed if there wasn't a whole bunch of arm twisting. We would not have been able to make progress on the deficit if I hadn't been willing to cut some deals with Republicans. I think every president that you've mentioned would also say that while they were in office, people weren't always as complimentary of them as when they left.
But is it what you thought it would be?
You know, here's one thing that I will say, that campaigning and governance are two different things. I've ran 2 successful campaigns. And anybody who's seen me on the campaign trail can tell how much I love just being with the American people and hearing what they care about and you know, how passionate I am about trying to help them. When you start governing, there is a tendency sometimes for me to start thinking, as long as I get the policy right, then that's what should matter. And you know, people have asked, you know, what do you need to do differently going forward? And I think you do that gut check after every election. And
what do you need to do differently?
And I think that one thing that I do need to constantly remind myself and my team of is it's not enough just to build a better mousetrap. People don't automatically come beating to your door. We've got to sell it. We've got to reach out to the other side and where possible, persuade. And I think there are times, there's no doubt about it, where you know, I think we have not been successful in going out there and letting people know what it is that we're trying to do and why this is the right direction. So there is a failure of politics there that we've got to improve on.
What criticisms of your administration do you think are valid?
Well, I just mentioned one. I think that what is also true is that no matter how frustrating it can sometimes be for any president to deal with an opposition that is pretty stubborn and where there are really strong differences, you just got to keep on trying.